Okay, so in today's video, we're gonna be working on this laptop that came in locally, and customer said that his power button is damaged. We already disassembled the laptop to look at the power button, and the power button is right over here. Now the power button does not press in like this. If you look at the case of the laptop, you press on the button, so you would think that the button presses in like this, but it really presses from bottom to top like this. And I was looking at the design of how that button works, and it looks like when you press the button in, something goes under the button and it presses the button up. It's a weird design. I do not know why it was made like that. Now the customer has a damaged button and nothing happens when he presses on that power button. Now it's very difficult to find buttons for those laptops. I looked and I was not able to find anything, not on eBay, not anywhere else. So we have to find a solution to make it work for the customer. I did make the customer aware that we may use two jumper wires that he can touch together in order to turn it on, and customer is okay with that. But before I try that option, I want to try to use a tactile switch that we have where the customer is able to press the button like this. We'll see. But let me show you how the button mechanism works. We do not know if there's any missing pieces for that button. The button is right here, okay? I do not know what this is, but that's the button. When the button is pressed in, maybe there's a broken piece of plastic on the button itself that goes up, and somehow it pushes on the button. I do not know how that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to solder a tactile switch where you actually press it in like this and not from bottom to top. We'll see if that works. If, worst case scenario, if we cannot solder any power button, then we're gonna solder wires and let the customer turn his device on by jumping the two wires. Now I have some power switches here for a Lenovo motherboard that we did a while back. I just want to see how big those power switches are and if it's something that we can possibly solder on. So we're changing the way the switch works on this device. First of all, let me show you how the switch looks like on the motherboard. Look at this, you see how the power switch is like? This board is actually flipped down on the laptop, so the button pushes from bottom to top. Usually on laptops you have switches where you push in to turn it on. I mean, the power button is here. You push it in, it should push in on the button. This one is done in a weird way where when you press the button in, something will press on this button like this. I do not know why. I do not know why instead of holding your ear like this, you want to hold it like this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So as you can see, this power button, it actually presses from the front rather than from the top. So let's test. One probe on ground, and so this is ground. Those two pins are ground and the top ones are hot. I'm gonna remove the switch not by applying hot air. I'm just gonna do it using our soldering iron. We're gonna use low melt solder and we should be able to easily remove the switch. See? The magic of low melt solder. Okay, so for this switch here, just want to test something quick. Okay, very good. So this is not connected with this. Very good. That's what we want. This will work. This should work. But we also want to make it accessible for the customer to turn on and off. And look at that, we should be able to solder all 4 pins. No need to run any wires. Let's get it to the front as much as possible, like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's add a little bit of flux on this pin right here. Just a tiny bit here. Change the tip and let's go over it one more time. Very nice. Clean up and test. So now the customer is able to turn the computer on by pressing on that button. If that plastic button on the computer does not touch that button, maybe we can put some type of spacer in between so it can touch the button. Worst case scenario, customer can just press it with a pen and he's okay with that. So we're gonna give it to Big Boss to reassemble and we'll test. Okay, so great news. Button is working better than ever. You can even feel the click. When you press on the button, you can feel the click. So let's press. Power it on. Yeah, I can see the fan already on right here. And just wait a few seconds for it to power on. And right there. Awesome, awesome, great. So we changed the design of the button. We changed the way the button works. And the way we did it is actually better than the way HP did it. It's weird how HP did it in a way where when you press on the button, it has to go under the button and press it to the top. So the button, as we have it now, is the way to go, and the laptop is working. Okay, so let's go under the microscope. I just want to quickly show you how the button works. The button that we soldered is right over here. It's on bottom of the board. Now look at this. Now when I push on the power button, this is going to hit the power button and it's going to press it. Look. That's how it should be like. So the job is done. Customer is going to be happy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.